Ted Visner again. It's been a while since I've uploaded any videos, and I need to remedy that right away. I'm dealing with the federal court right now in trying to seek redress and remedy for the criminal acts of a lawyer that used a counterfeit deed created by the Kent County Sheriff's Department under the direction of Larry Stelma. On March 3rd, 2010, that counterfeit deed was used to steal our property at 1647 Franklin in East Grand Rapids, Michigan, on April 15th, 2010. And since that time, I've been unable to do anything about the theft of that house and its $120,000 plus equity. Now, for obvious reasons, these things need to find redress and remedy. We need to find we need to get to the end of it. We need to be made whole. We need to be recognized as crime victims here in this case. So on November 16th, 2016, I filed a federal case, prima facie, simple, point blank, in your face. Edward Winkler stole our house using a counterfeit deed. See, the court knows that the deed was a counterfeit creation of the Kent County Sheriff's Department. So I knew they were going to do everything they could to dispose of the case. So I don't like opening stuff from the federal court because I know it's just a bunch of hocus pocus and a bunch of bullshit. But I just finally got around to it today. I opened an envelope that wasn't even postmarked. And you know, it's amazing to me how the federal court can get away with mailing things that aren't postmarked, because all of this stuff does matter. Somehow, some way, they've figured out a way to circumvent a date of mailing on the actual piece being mailed through the federal mail system. So anyways, I don't know when they sent it, but I got it, and I got it all scanned in today, and I put it on my Facebook. And what I did was I filed a case, case number 1:16-MC for miscellaneous-119. And I filed under miscellaneous because my case isn't civil, it's criminal. And the clerk told me that I couldn't file directly under criminal, so I filed under miscellaneous because I know, and the people should know, that when you file any case on a civil docket, the criminal components that you're bringing to bear cannot be heard because it's a civil venue. So for this purpose, the miscellaneous venue worked to serve my purpose. Additionally, when you're a crime victim, you shouldn't have to pay the court to hear your case. And the filing fee for miscellaneous is $46. The filing fee for civil is $400, and the filing fee for criminal is $0. So I knew the federal court was going to do everything it could to dismiss this action. I've actually been down this road before. I've seen what they did before, and I expected something similar with a little bit of refinement perhaps. And that's what we got. I got a docket. Excuse me. I got a counterfeit document from the Federal District Court, Western District of Michigan, Southern Division. It's purely counterfeit. It's, you know, a docket sheet is the court record, okay? And I got a docket that says I opened up a civil case on November 16th when I didn't. And I'm posting these pictures on Facebook because it's important that the people understand that the federal court is openly committing acts of fraud to dispose of cases that would work to serve, to demonstrate that the people's trust in faith in our government is sorely misplaced right now. They're doing everything that they can to maintain the status quo, to maintain, you know, our government's established and ordained by the people. Okay, whenever it stops serving the purpose that was intended for, you know, it's our job to fix it. So right now, the federal court and the county courts and the state courts are dealing with issues right now that are working to serve against the public trust. they're working to demonstrate and to show that our faith and trust in government is not well placed. And the reason I'm performing this exercise is to help show the people what's actually going on. Now, I'm going to see if I can't flip this around here. Let me just try and switch the... I can't do it while I'm recording. I don't know if you can see this. But anyways, this, what I'm trying to show you here and what's on my Facebook, and if I get time I'll edit this in and actually put a copy of this. I received this from the federal court, and it's actually a docket that was created for a case that I didn't initiate, and it's dated, the original entries on this docket sheet are dated the day I created a different case. The court case, again, that I created was 1:16-MC-119. This is the civil docket for case number 1:16-CV for civil -01385-PLM, which I believe is Paul L. Maloney, and I don't know what RSK is. I'm assuming that's some other whatever, blah, 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 probably the magistrate. So the federal court unfiled my miscellaneous action, refiled my claim under civil, and they did it pursuant to an order filed in the case I filed that was dated November 28, 2016. But when you look at the docket sheet for this brand new case that I had nothing to do with, I didn't open it, I didn't start it, I didn't ask for it, but it's here, and it's allegedly my claim against the against Edward Winkler for creating or using the counterfeit deed to steal our house. So the first entry on this docket is dated 11/16, which is fraud in and of itself because I did not initiate this case. Okay, in this case, what's interesting here is the federal court computers and the software that they're using doesn't allow them to make an entry without it being date and time stamped by the computer automatically to prevent people from going in and just making the records that they want. So this first entry dated November 16th, 2016 was actually entered 5 days after that date on November 21st, 2016. Okay, and according to Paul Maloney and the clerks and the federal court itself, the creation of this case was ordered on November 28th, 2016. But this second case was actually created before any so-called order was created and generated and entered and signed by Maloney, which further demonstrates the fraud of the Federal District Court for the Western District of Michigan, Southern Division. So the document speaks for itself. It's completely counterfeit, it's fraudulent, it's criminal. And the disposal of my action under miscellaneous was obviously the intent, and it was carried out through this bullshit. And this is the kind of thing that's happening in our courts, and I can't stress enough how much these details matter. Okay, we can't have our federal courts committing these crimes against the people. Who the hell do they think they are? I mean, seriously. Okay, this whole second case was supposed to be a creation of Paul Maloney's order. My claim was 5 pages, okay? I've learned to keep things simple because it's harder for them to argue. So I submit a 5-page claim, and phony Maloney enters an ex parte 3-page order full of lies and other bullshit, which is also on my Facebook, and my answer to that is on my Facebook. So anyways, the people, by right, have 21 days to amend their claims. Okay, everybody should know that. My claim was filed on November 16th under miscellaneous. I had 21 days to amend my claim by right, and I did, and I named Maloney as another defendant for having created an ex parte order number 1, who asked him to do that on his own initiative and fill his order with lies about me, and completely warp the entire thing, morph the entire claim into something that it isn't. So these are things that really piss me off. Okay, he said in April 2010, I was evicted by the Kent County Sheriff who was acting at the defendant Edward Winkler's request. That is total bullshit. Okay, Kent County Sheriff's Department wasn't even there. And these lies were entered on the record through a judge's order. Keep in mind, folks, this is a federal court judge. He was probably appointed by the president. Okay? And he is a worthless piece of shit. So, the documents are on my Facebook, and you really need to check them out because these are the details that make the difference. These are the details that most people skip. And it's by design. I mean, they throw so much stuff at us. We're constantly working to play catch up. But anyways, I'm going to cut this short at 10 minutes. If you have any questions, give me a call, 989-954-2814. And keep up the battle. God bless.